Hi everybody, it's Melanie again here today. Today I thought we'd do something different, and I'm starting a new channel called taking each page. I'm going to put some glue on the back, and I'm gluing them onto one of these sheets, and then I'm going to cut them out, and we're going to get to play with the laminator. So, if you have your own, you can get these, things like these. I don't know what kind of playing cards you want. I'm sure if you do a search online, you could print your own deck of cards. Since these are tarot, I got these at tarotonlinereading.com. So you could go get yourself some of these. Are 9 pages, and there's 78 cards in total. So we will get to it. I don't know if any of you guys like tarot or what kind of cards you like to play. I know now that it's COVID out there, if you don't have any games at home, you may like to make your own games. I've found things online for make your own board games. You could print those off, put them on cardstock as well, and then just make your own little men, or use things from other games if you have, like Monopoly or even checkers. You could create your own game even. Maybe if you've got children, they could get together and you could collaborate and come up with something interesting. I'm just, maybe I should, I don't know if I can point it down enough for you to see. Can you see that? See, I'm just going in circles around. I'm making sure that, see, you can see the lines through it where I'm going to be cutting, so I'm just making sure to pretty much go around the area that I know is going to be needed on the paper, because the other parts aren't necessary. They're going to be cut off anyways. So once I think I have a pretty good coating on here, I'm going to flip it over and line it up with my card stock. And I never get this correct. So it's a good thing that some of this stuff is going to be cut off, because I always got one side hanging off. See? One little side's not quite. Usually it's the other big side. But that doesn't matter, like I said, because it's going to be in this section here. That's going to be cut anyway, so all of the excess is just excess, so it won't matter anyways. Just make it smooth. You want it as smooth as possible. Okay, once you have that done, okay, pretty solid. If it's not quite stuck down enough, I wouldn't worry about it right now. Just make it smooth enough. And then we will move on to the next stage. I will finish these all up later on, because I don't think it's going to take a long time, and I don't think you really want to sit here and busy with me the whole time. So I'm sure you probably just want to get down to it and play with our machine. So these are what we're going to be using today. 100 assorted laminating pouches. These are the smaller ones, so they will fit our cards. They should anyway, I'm thinking. They certainly look about the right size. So, just reading the instructions. I've never actually used this size before. So, you have to insert your item to be laminated into the laminating pouch until it's flush against the pre-bonded edge. So there's a pre-bonded edge somewhere. I guess we'll look at it more when we take these out. Leaving at least 1/8 inch border on all sides. Okay, gently insert the item into the laminating pouch. Pre-bonded edge first into the front of the preheated laminator. So, you can help me remember that when we get to the laminator part. I might have to switch cameras when we do that, because I don't see us having a good angle with just this computer one, because this is a bad angle as it is. And I'm going to have to bring up the laminator onto them here, and I might end up having to edit it and do some of my phone as well. But right now my phone is charging, so we will get to cutting a couple of these so that we can get started. You know what, I should probably heat up that laminator though. So, just 1 second, I'm going to put you on pause and I'm going to go and heat it up. Okay, so now I'm back, and I'm going to cut this out, and we can get started. Saying was the laminator. This laminator I'm going to use is very old. It used to be my mother's, or actually maybe still is. But I have noticed that on Amazon you can get them now for really cheap. I think I saw one on there for $30. I think this old one back in the day was like hundreds of dollars. I don't even remember, but I know they weren't as cheap as $30. So, you may want a bigger pair of scissors. I probably could have cut the edge a little bit better. And actually, you know what's best? It's not even scissors. It is a paper cutter. And I do have one in the other room, but I have no room where I'm working to even set it up. So, until I can get a proper craft room with a craft table where I have the space and everything, which I'm working on, then I'm going to have to just make do and do my best. So I've been thinking about doing lives. That way, if I do a live, then you can have, I was debating whether if I do a live, I could even do it on Zoom, and then I could have people come on the show with me even, and do the craft with me. What I could do, since most of the crafts that I do are what's called digital downloads or printables, I could, anyone who's not going to, anyone who's going to work with me, oops, so there we go. It's a very rough cut. That's all I need right now, just to show you. So, these are a little bit smaller than standard size cards, I think. But, let's see how we can do it with putting it in the laminating pouch and getting started. I don't know about you, but, I like trying new things, new crafts. I'm always on the hunt for something to spur me on. I have ADHD, so that might be why. I constantly need to do something, but it's so good to keep your brain going. Okay, so as you can see, this is the pouch that I took, and it's going to fit in there it's going to fit in there just fine. So we have to find that side that they were talking about. I'm not even seeing how this opens. This is the side where I'm seeing it, but I'm not seeing how you open. Oh, there we go. So see, this part doesn't, this is the part that you'd be making sure that you hold it up. So, each machine will probably have different kinds of pouches that you can use, or you might nowadays make standard ones. But this was bought at, can you see that? Big Lots for $3.99. And I have no idea when. But it includes 2-inch ones, 2x3s, 3x5s, and I cut off the rest. But anyways, okay. So let's put it. We're going to put it right up. It's hard to show you. Here, let's try and straighten this up now. You don't need to see. Okay, so we put it straight up to where it said. We want to make sure there's, what did it say, 1/4 or 1/8 of an inch on both sides. So we'll try and straighten that out as much as possible. It's pretty straight. Okay, see? Later, after it's laminated, we can always cut off that bottom edge because it's not quite needed. Okay, so now I'm going to put you on pause on this camera, and I'm going to try and load up the other camera, and then we'll try and splice them. 1 second. Okay, so we are on our final stretch. As you saw in the other videos, we finished making our cards, and we need to cut off the end pieces to make them all the right size. So, this trusty old, and if you use it properly, you can just glide it. You don't even have to actually cut. Although if you do that, you better have a pretty steady hand. Because I don't, and I just messed mine up. So, that's how you do it. And hopefully a little bit better than mine. Or you may find yourself making a new one. So, it's really hard sometimes to get them all even, but if that doesn't really matter, then I guess it doesn't really matter. I ran out of this size, so, as like I said, I had 78 cards. That's quite a bit. This is only part of them. Got another deck the same size. So, I put them in the next size up, which is the 3x5. So you could do 2 on there. So if you want to get done faster, or if you don't have any of the, I would say those other ones were 2x3s, did I say? And these are 3x5s. Then, see how it's a little bit uneven? It doesn't really matter for me because I'm just going to cut them so that they're even anyways, but that just goes to show you that they're a little bit harder to lay flat. This one is easier because you can put it up against where the perforation or where the bend is, or the fold, which is for this size. The fold is on the side and not on the top like the other ones. If you have bigger ones and your cards are relatively small like this, and you think you could put them on pretty steady, you could try a bigger sheet. I don't think I would want to do more of do a bigger sheet, just because, as you can tell, mine is not so even, and I think this is just big enough for me. I'll do the bigger size, obviously, when I only have one or two of a bigger piece, but for something that size, I don't think I would go up more than that. But once again, that's your own preference, right? I was just having fun playing with the different sizes. Once you get into laminating, you might find, like me, where you're kind of addicted. Now I'm going to run around and see what else on my computer I can find to laminate. And I'm going to make a whole bunch of sayings. So you know what's going to be up for sale soon on my shop. So, that was today's. So I hope you learned enough. And we will talk to you again soon on We Make It With Mel.